Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. Kapuka.
Do you live around here?
Yep, I live not far from here, and I walk by here all the time.
Okay.
But I said I'm gonna stop one day because normally I'm sweaty and walking.
Oh,
So today I stopped, man, and this is nice.
Thank you very much.
This is nice. And normally I have music outside, because when I'm walking by, I hear the music. I'm like, man, man, y'all have some good music
Come
playing.
back every day.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and get on the ice cream too. On my last video, somebody asked me why I don't make Thailand type content anymore. And I still put a little Thailand content on TikTok. Go follow your boy on TikTok. But the reason I stopped really making it on YouTube is because I understand or understood that it comes off a little different than people. I'll just say it like this, like it can come off, like when I get to talking about, or people get to talking about Thailand, you know, it sounds like people are bragging about being out of the country, when really that's not what it is. Like what it is like you're trying to explain what it's like to go to Mars to somebody who's never left Earth, for example. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody's never left the planet, then it sounds like they're bragging about being on Mars, when really the disconnect is just that there's no relation. And the reason I'm saying this is because I'm 100% sure that now, you know, now that I'm here, all the content creators that I heard talking about Thailand before I came, now I understand what they were trying to relate. You know, I understood it then, but once you get here, you really don't understand that really what they're trying to relate is just a completely different frequency. And to be honest, it's hard to explain unless you felt it. So that's kind of why I backed off on the Thailand content. But today, man, I wanna share some things with y'all, man. I wanna share some things that I've learned here, that I've observed here, that hopefully it can give you a better understanding of what people are saying when they're mentioning this place. And to be honest, like when I mention move to Thailand, you know, when I talk about Thailand, it's never a move to Thailand. It's just like, all I'm saying is get somewhere where you can feel this feeling, because Thailand isn't the only place. And to be honest, there may be some places within the United States to get this vibe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go to Minnesota, go to South Africa, go anywhere. Just go somewhere where you can experience a different life than America. Because that's really what it comes down to. It's a different life. When I say different life, like you have to understand, it's a different way of living when your nervous system isn't interrupted. Like a lot of people I understand that are responding to traumas in their life just from being in a certain society that they don't even understand they're responding to. You know what I'm saying? Like we're living a certain way. We're living in a certain tension for long periods of time and don't understand that we're doing it just because the way that the world is operating around us. So I want to talk about some things I picked up today, man. I'm gonna check this place out. I keep walking. I walk by this place, man, probably 50 times when I be getting my steps in. I want to check it out. Silver House Music Studio and Cafe. I'm assuming it's a studio in there too, but I might just sit out here and finish recording, talk to y'all brothers. Let me see what they're about. So man, I walked up in here and I've been here about 5 or 7 minutes and nobody's here, man. This whole building is empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish what I was saying, man. So maybe somebody will come in a second. But, and I'm not sure what I was saying before I walked in, but I just kind of want to give you a few things about Thailand or just places outside of America. I can only speak to Thailand right now of some of the differences, man, and what like some of the things that have changed me as a human. The first thing, man, and it's major. Like Thailand has really taught me what offering means. The word offering. And we've heard that word our whole lives, man. Thailand has shown me that offering is not a thing that you do, or that, you know, it's not a pass the collection plate around and put your 10% in there or put a 20 in there. That's not really offering. That's a form of giving, but offering is more of a state as opposed to a thing that you do. Offering is a state of being, man. And Thailand has shown me that. And what I mean by that is, like when I first got here, I can remember the first day, within the first few days I was here, man, I went to Benji Kitty Park, made a video out there. I went to Benji Kitty Park. And I think in that video, I even mentioned it then. I said, it's weird because people are out here like feeding the birds and feeding the squirrels. And it's not just like, you know, when we used to go to the pond and feed the ducks. I'm not saying that, you know, it was more intentional. Like it was almost like they were coming to the park to make sure that the birds were fed. And I noticed that energy when I first got here, right? So you know, I saw that it's kind of just different. I couldn't really put an energy to it. But what happened was, I know that it rubbed off on me. Because some weeks ago, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I'm on my balcony, and the spot where the air conditioner runs, you know, it has some tube and it comes down and it goes to like a little drain where the AC is, the condensation or whatever, is kind of dripping water all day in this little drain. I was noticing birds coming to, I need to get a drink, man. I was hoping they'll come in by now so I could buy something. I was noting birds coming to that drain and just kind of drinking water from that little drain. Wasn't but a few drops. And something in me said, hey man, make sure them birds have water. And I end up just putting a bowl of water out there every day, man. I'll just set a brand new bowl of water out there. Not tap water, not water that may be having, you know, that may have chemicals or whatever in it. I'm not sure the status of the water here, but I put high quality H2O in a bowl, right? Bottled water in a bowl, man. And every day when I get ready to swap it out, it's down. You know, I know some of that is, you know, evaporation or whatever, man, but it just puts me in a state of giving like that. And what that does, now I understand the benefit of offering. What that does is it puts you in some kind of ecosystem of receiving. You know what I'm saying? It's like it puts you in a different. It puts you in a place. Since you're in this state, it puts you in rotation to receive. Because ever since I've been doing that, man, I can feel, not only feel, but I can see, you know, blessings coming back to me. Like they're just coming back to me. And that's just one form of giving. Like the other day, right? The other day I'm leaving the house. No, I'm out doing something and I'm walking back. And I had a bottle of water with me. I hadn't opened it yet. And I was getting ready to go in 7-Eleven. And I said, you know what? I don't want to take this bottle in 7-Eleven unopened and there be any kind of confusion on, hey, did he buy that now? Did he get that? So I said, hey, I'm going to set it out here by the curve on this little brick wall. I said, I'm going to set it out here on the curve. And then on the way out, I'll just pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it hadn't been opened. So I said, I don't know if it's been tampered with. So I went in, man, and got whatever I was getting. I can't remember. And when I came out, I'm talking 2 or 3 minutes. When I came out, the bottle was gone. And I'm like, the bottle is gone. And I looked down the street, man, and maybe 40 yards from me, there's a guy, you know, he has some boxes and stuff. You can tell he's not well off, you know, as far as his living situation. And he's sitting there, man, with that bottle just like to the head. Oh, here she comes. To the head. And he's taking it down, man. So every single time I leave the house now, I'm putting a bottle of water. So what it I'm putting a bottle of water on that brick wall, and every time I put it there and leave and come back, it's gone. The bottle of water is gone, man. So it just feels like I'm just putting myself deeper into this ecosystem of giving and receiving, because just by living like that, man, it's a level of peace I can't explain. Hold up one sec. Can I get a Thai tea? Yen? Thai tea? Yen? Thai tea? Milk tea? What's I said here? This one here. Milk tea.
I don't speak.
Oh, you don't work here either? Okay, I thought you worked here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she don't even work here. But going back what I was saying, that whole giving element, it just puts you in an ecosystem, man, where it's just like it's another level of high to live in. It's a vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And I'll say this, it's something that it's something that I've never felt in America. I've never felt it in America. Yeah, she didn't even work here, man. I don't know who's running this spot. It's nice though, man. It's a music studio. It's a coffee shop / okay, I see a guy here. It's a coffee shop. You see behind me, and in this room here it says music room. And on the line I saw where they're like, you can come in here and record an album. So what it you work here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I've been trying to order, man. Can I order a Thai tea?
Yes.
Thai tea, yeah. Love this place, man.
Thank you. You want a Thai tea?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ice or hot?
Ice.
Ice, yeah. You want a sugar more or less?
Less.
Less.
Yeah. But yeah, then I'm gonna get to the next thing I want to talk about that I learned here, man, is family. Family is very huge here, and I'll tell you what I mean here in a sec. So this is one thing I noticed here, man, it's a beautiful thing to experience because it's been gone out of America for so long. Like a lot of people talk about family and family love and how close families are. You don't really understand what we've lost in America until you come here and see how families operate. Like they operate completely different, man. And just one thing, just one example. Like you can be at a restaurant, you know, any kind of restaurant, and it's normal. So like, and it's normal to see, listen to what I'm saying. It's normal to see a family of 4 pull up on a motorbike, on a moped. A family of 4 pull up on a moped, man. I'm talking about husband, wife, teenage son or daughter, and maybe a small child. 4 deep on one moped, man. Like pretty much every vehicle is pulling in. And you'll see them get off. You'll see them go inside of a restaurant, and you'll actually see them fellowship and have a good time. Like there are no cell phones out. Like people are sitting there enjoying their meal, talking to each other, talking about life. Little kids running around playing. And it's not just like one table. It's like 99% of the people that are around you. And it's like you don't really get to see that in America anymore. I can remember one time I was at IHOP in Longview, Texas, and I'm not sure who I was with. I don't know if I was on a date or what it was, but I was sitting across from somebody and we were talking, and there was a family of 4 sitting right beside us, and I can remember all of their heads went down, and I assumed they were praying. But after like 45 seconds, after like 2 minutes, I'm like, they're having a whole church service over there. End up looking over there and everybody's nose down at a cell phone. And I'm like, man, our world is completely, like that part of family is completely destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, in America, you might spend 10 or 18 years with the child, but the way it's set up, man, you're really only getting 2 or 3 years of quality time. It's like that quality time and closeness is gone, man. And I'm gonna tell you, to see that, just to see it operating like that, man, it's just a vibe. So when people are getting online talking about Thailand and the people are this, it's hard to relay what we mean unless we can describe what it is we're seeing. And I'm telling you, what we're seeing is not the same thing that you see in America. And I'm not saying that Thailand is the only place you can see family operating healthy, but it's different than America. It's different than America, man. And one thing, what's that?
This money to you. Okay. This money you. Money.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I want about these Thai teas be slamming.
This money share. Thank you very much.
Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. Kapuka.
Okay. Do you live around here?
Yep, I live not far from here, and I walk by here all the time.
Okay.
But I said I'm gonna stop one day because normally I'm sweaty and walking. So today I stopped, man, and this is nice.
Thank you very much.
This is nice, and normally I have music outside. Cause when I'm walking by, I hear the music, I'm like, man, yeah, man, y'all have some good music
Come
playing.
back every day.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and get on the ice cream too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all mind if I record? I'm making a YouTube video. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll make sure I share the location where all right. But the last thing is that I'll talk about today, because there are a million things that I want to talk about. But the last thing that stands out to me, and it's really not a big thing to me, or something that really stood out at first, because I'm fairly healthy, I'm not really suffering from anything. So like the medical part of it, I hear people talking about the healthcare system here in Thailand and how it's good, and that's true. Like the healthcare system and the doctors and the dentists, it's A1. The plastic surgeons, it's A1. It's the best you're gonna get. But that was never really a big thing to me. But this is what stood out to me, man. What stood out was how, I'll say, just for example, when you think about the healthcare system in America, you're thinking about big pharma. You're thinking about how a system is all about treating situations, treating illnesses, prolonging people living in stage 3 or 4 situations. And we've accepted that as the way it's supposed to be. The thing that I noticed different here is more about fixing whatever the problem is. Like you don't hear all these commercials that are or just advertisements that are promoting all these medications, and if you got ADHD, if you got this kind of, you don't hear all this treatment talk here. You hear, hey, come here and let's fix this. Whatever you have going on, let's fix this. In other words, the medical system here, they aren't looking for long-term customers. They're trying to fix you and get you out the door. And that's a mentality, man, that's almost like a culture shock to me. Even like for example, today I was at the mall. There's like at the Seacon Mall, like on the, I believe it's the 2nd floor at that mall, like pretty much 80% of that floor is all about health and well-being. You have your doctors and dentists and skincare, and they're all about fixing whatever problem you have and keeping it moving, man. So yeah, man, it's like there are many things that I could speak to really speak to what people mean when they say, hey man, Thailand is a different kind of place, because you really don't understand what they mean when they just say that. And again, like I said before, it can come off wrong to a person that's never been outside of the system. You know what I'm saying? To a person that's never been outside of the system. And the last thing I can say, man, definitely, and it's something easy, is the food here. It's the food here, man. The food here is different because, well, I'll say like this. Like there are a lot, like you can buy cleaner foods here. I'm not saying that Monsanto's doesn't have presence here in Thailand, because they do. But you can go to some of these markets and get some of this homegrown foods. Like it's nothing to be walking down one of these soys and see a banana tree in somebody's yard hanging over the street. You know what I'm saying? Or see fruit trees, or see, you know, it's like, it's nothing to see fruit just growing around where you're walking around. You don't see that in America. Like, they've capitalized that. You can't even get seeds in America because they don't want you moving like that. Like, if you see food growing in America, it's on somebody's designated land, and they're selling to grocery stores or something. You won't just be walking down an alley or just walking through a park and see a random fruit tree bearing fruit that anybody can just grab and eat, bananas and all kind of stuff. Bro, that's unheard of. And that stuff, that when you see food like that, it's uncut. It hasn't been touched. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, again, there are many things. There are many things in Thailand that I could speak of. It's kind of like the older gentleman. There's an older gentleman that I spoke with. He's from America, from Chicago, and he's been here for, I think he said 5 years. And we were sitting there talking maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And I said, man, will you ever leave Thailand? He said, man, Thailand has pretty women. Thailand has legalized cannabis. And he said they have 24-hour KFCs. He said, man, I ain't never going nowhere, man. So if you're interested in more Thailand content, man, I may start putting content on my other channel, man. Go follow Asian 4K. I'll leave a link, or make it the next suggested video, man. But like I was saying, man, like, Thailand is a vibe. It's an experience that's hard to explain to someone who's never been there. You know, so I'm not even saying to a person that's never been out of the country, because even though I've been to other places, I've been to Africa, I've been to Mexico and all other, I've been to different places, but even hearing people speak about this place, I still never really understood what they were talking about until you're here, man. So if you're looking to move abroad, man, like, I would definitely put Thailand on that list of places to check out, brother.